In this vlog, I'm going to be sharing my top 3 tips on training a young horse to be a safe, fun trail riding companion. So stick around till the end and you can find out all about it.
Listen up, yeah, it's time to start it. And I know you got it. You're with me, let's rock this party. All the girls on the side say, and all my fellas on the side say.
Good morning, Shy folk, and welcome back to the Old Man Willow Farm vlog. And once again, we're not on the farm, we're out on a training session. I'm teaching this beautiful lady to training her on the trails and making sure that she's completely safe for trail riding with Helen. So we have done some forest trails in this vlog. I'll show you, we took her in the forest. And then we're about to head out to the beach and we're going to do a beach ride and see how she handles being in the ocean and water. But honestly, I can't imagine there would be any problems because so far she is just so relaxed and so calm and so quiet and easygoing. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this vlog and come along and enjoy the ride with us. Hey, yeah.
Pass me by, girl. Listen, baby, it ain't no lie, girl. And I can't deny that you're sexy with that booty caught my eye, girl. Listen, you don't have to be the shy, girl. I'm not a player, no, I'm not the guy, girl. Listen, yeah, I know that we could fly up.
We are at Horse Creek Campground, getting saddled up, and Dad's getting lucky. The bug all saddled in his western gear. Pearl is waiting there patiently. She's got her saddle on, but she's eating hay. Good to go, and we're gonna go for a little sunset trail ride. So Pearl's first ever trail ride. And we have the bug in front, giving her confidence that nothing is going to jump out of the bushes and eat her. We hope. No bears in the woods. But so far, whoops, there goes Lucky. So far, we're calm, cool, and collected. So all is good on the Western Front. I just love these fall afternoons. I mean, the light shining through the trees, the color of the fall leaves. Isn't that just gorgeous? Where in the world would anyone rather want to be than out here on the back of a horse, riding in the Oregon woods? So tip number 1, groundwork. You have to lay a foundation. You have to teach your horse to trust you as the leader of their herd. And the way to do that is through good, solid groundwork. So when you get into a situation on the trail where they're not certain and they're not sure what their response should be, they look to you as their leader to show them the way. So tip number 1, groundwork. So tip number 2 is a solid foundation in basic schooling. So if your horse doesn't have the stop button established, if they don't know to move sideways from your leg aid, when you get out on the trail and you're in a situation where you need them to move away from a dangerous edge or to stop when you need them to stop, you can be in serious trouble. So lay a solid foundation in schooling first, and that way when you get out on the trail, they'll respond to your legs or to your hand aid or your voice command in the way you need them to respond. So tip number 2, lay a solid foundation in schooling. And here we are, home sweet home for the evening. She was amazing, absolutely amazing. She is so sweet. She was so good. You were so good. Were you so good? Yes, you were. No problemo. It is dinner time. Miss Pearl having her dinner, and the bug having his. He's got a little mini bowl because I couldn't find the other big bowl. But they are happily munching away. Hey, don't tip it over, you doofus. Hey, Missy. Is that a good nosh? Yes. Gramps is getting some steaks on the fire. In a little while, once the coals have calmed down. Oh my word. And then we have our own little fire here, which Mum is enjoying. And with the horses back there enjoying their dinner. So this is what you call in South Africa a boer maak 'n plan. A boer is a farmer. Farmer makes a plan. So we had no wheelbarrow. So Gramps loaded our manure from our stalls and tied it onto the back of the trailer so that we could come and dump it at the manure pile. Ingenious! And here we are at Baker's Beach once more. Gramps is taking Lucky out. Poor Granny has to walk on her own 2 legs. We're looking forward to a fun beach ride. Pearl's first view of the ocean. And what a gorgeous day for a beach ride. So tip number 3 is that you expose them to as many situations that you'd meet out in the trail as possible. For example, there might be a cyclist using the trail, so introduce them to bicycles. You may have to cross a bridge or go through a gate, or they may have to face water. may have to step over a log, whatever the situation might be, you want to expose them to as many of those situations beforehand as possible so that they've seen it, they know how to deal with it ahead of time. So there are some situations, for example, coming out to the beach, that they will not have seen before. And that's where it goes back to tip number 1, groundwork, where they look to you as the leader of their herd. They trust you. So even if there is a strange situation they have not seen before, they're able to navigate that calmly and quietly without panicking. But tip number 3, expose them to as much stimuli as possible. It's called desensitization, and that's what you want to do. She is being awesome about riding in the water. Such a good girl. She wasn't too sure in the beginning, but look at her now. Look at her now. Such a clever girl. Oh. And there's the sea. Come on! Not too sure. Pearl is doing awesome! Awesome! She's just like, what is this wet stuff? What is this wet stuff? Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 3 tips. Lay a solid foundation in groundwork. Make sure that your horse has the basic understanding and schooling necessary to respond to your aids on the trail, and desensitize them as much as possible to anything that they might meet out there on the trail. If you follow those 3 tips, I'm telling you, you will have a much more positive and definitely a safer experience than if you just go out there and take a young horse and like kind of throw them out there and say, hey, like, deal with this. It's far better to go out prepared so that they know what to expect. And as I said in the video, if you have an older, more experienced horse that you can take with you to take the lead when you're going out, and then you can switch out and take the lead coming in, that'll just give them the confidence they need to tackle whatever they experience out there on the trail. So get out there, go and have some fun, and remember to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all those likes, and give us some comments on your tips on training a young horse and schooling them to be a great trail horse.